very good morning, dear children. I hope you all are safe at home. As you all know, today we are going to start with the poem Wind on the Hill. And this poem has been written by A. Mill. The full name of poet is Alan Alexander Mill. Now before we begin with the poem, let's read about a little bit of vocabulary which is used related to the wind. Can you see this girl? How she is enjoying the air? The wind is lightly blowing, her hair is lightly blowing, and the little plants are also moving. And see the second picture. Here also the wind is lightly blowing, and little bit of leaves are falling down. When we have very light wind blowing, the wind is not very fast, but it's very light wind that is blowing. That wind is known as breeze. Breeze is light wind. Now we have this kind of wind. Can you see how her hair is blowing here? And her umbrella is also going out of control. Now we have very strong type of wind. You must have seen or must be knowing strong wind, or we can say storms. In that, whole dust also blows with fast and strong wind. Now this kind of wind is called as gale. Okay, I hope you have understood the difference between light wind, that is known as breeze, and strong wind, which is known as gale. Now we have this. When it starts raining, and a little bit of droplets are falling, but not proper raining. Little bit of drizzle is there. This is not heavy rainfall, but just raindrops are there. It is known as drizzle. When it's pouring very heavily, as you can see the rainfall, how heavily the raindrops are falling. This rain is quite heavy. See this girl? She is holding an umbrella, but still she is getting wet. Why? Because the rain is pouring very heavily. Now this kind of rainfall is known as downpour. Now the difference between drizzle and downpour is clear to you, I guess. So when it's raining lightly, you will say drizzling. And when it's raining heavily, then you will say downpour. Now when we have both strong wind and heavy rainfall, so that is storm. Storm is a combination of gale, thunder and downpour. So this is storm. Let us proceed. Before we start, I would like to share one picture. Children, just see this picture. You must have seen this cartoon of bear on the TV. Some of you might have recognized the bear. This is Winnie the Pooh, which is very popular cartoon character. This cartoon character is invented by A. Mill. He was the one who invented Winnie the Pooh. He became very famous, very popular after writing the stories of Winnie the Pooh. And today we are going to read the poem of a person who has invented Winnie the Pooh. A. Mill. Alan Alexander Mill is an English author. Author means writer who writes stories. So today we are going to read one of the poem of A. Mill, that is Wind on the Hill. Now, when we open page number 37, we see warm-up exercise. In that warm-up exercise, all the words that I have taken up just now, breeze, downpour, drizzle, gale and storm, you have to match these words with their correct meanings. This warm-up exercise you have to do on your own, as I have explained the meaning already. So now let's move forward and see the poem. Now the poem starts. Can we see the wind? No, we can't see the wind. We actually feel it with our skin. So how do we know in which direction it is blowing? Read this poem by A. Mill, in which a child is describing the wind and what it does. Now this poem has been written from the point of view of a child. A child is one who is talking here. No one can tell me, nobody knows where the wind comes from, where the wind goes. Now the child says, I have asked so many people, but nobody can tell me. Because nobody knows from where the wind is coming and where it is going. Okay, so I hope this stanza is clear. Now let us see second stanza. It's flying from somewhere as fast as it can. Now the child says the wind is flying from somewhere. It is coming from somewhere and it is blowing very fast. I couldn't keep up with it, not if I ran. And he says, if I try to run as fast as I can and try to catch it, still I will not be able to run fast in a way the wind blows, because the wind is more faster than the boy. So he is unable to catch the speed of the wind. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now let's see third stanza. But if I stopped holding the string of my kite, then he says, but if I leave the string of my kite, string is thread with which you tie the kite. So he says, if I let it go, then it would blow with the wind for a day and a night. So it will start blowing with the wind. The kite and the string both start blowing with the wind in the direction of the wind for a day and a night. And it will keep on going wherever the wind is going. Maybe it will go for a day, will continue from morning till evening and then at night also. Okay. And then when I found it, and finally I will also follow that path and will surely find it wherever it blew. That means wherever my kite has gone. I should know that the wind had been going there too. And he says, I will also come to know, okay, this is the path that the wind has followed. Let us see the last stanza now. So then I could tell them where the wind goes. And he says, then I will come to know, okay, this is the direction, this is the path the wind has taken, and I can tell everybody. But where the wind comes from, nobody knows. But still there is one mystery, one suspense. We have not solved this question. And what was the question? That still he doesn't know. Nobody knows where is the wind coming from. He will come to know where the wind is going. How? He will let go of his kite and he will keep on following the path of the kite. So he will come to know that this is the way the wind is going. Only thing he doesn't know is from where the wind is coming. Now children, just go through the poem once.